Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Persona 4 Arena Part 49. In the previous video, we brought the P1 climax to a close, and now we're just kinda vibing back at GNS for a little bit, I guess.
Indeed. It seems that for now, the case is closed.
Man, that guy sure gave us some grief. Wasn't the world on the brink of ending?
Mm-hmm. Although, I felt a bit sorry for him.
I didn't. I mean, not really. I mean, maybe like a little bit, but I don't know.
Huh? For who?
You can't even figure that out? She's talking about how Sho probably didn't want to turn out that way.
Yeah, he's a really clumsy kid. I keep thinking about how similar I was, you know?
Chie, you wanted to end the world and kill everyone? You probably shouldn't say that out loud, but like... Yeah, okay, Sho didn't want to turn out that way. I understand that. Everyone didn't want to fucking die either.
According to Mitsuru-san, ever since Ikutsuki abandoned Sho, he was left for dead in the hospital's care.
Like, I mean, his trauma doesn't outweigh everyone else's, you know, necessity for life.
I surmise that is where he learned of Ikutsuki's death, and later heard this plan's proposal for Minazuki.
That reminds me, that thing that showed up at the end. Hino Kagutsuchi, right? What was that thing really?
Yeah, it said it was born when this town was enshrouded in fog.
And that's not all. It was all over my fuzzy head, but what was that collective will of so-and-so part about?
I guess it was formed from the hearts of people who only think about themselves, never caring what happens to others.
Yeah, when the fog covered this town last time, the hearts of people who only cared about their own safety gathered and formed that Hino Kagutsuchi.
That's a sad way to be. I wonder why some people think like that.
Well, there's nothing we could do about it except to do our best. By the way, partner.
Yeah?
Did you see Adachi up there? What happened to him in the end?
No way! Adachi-san?
That bastard was here?
Oh yeah, I hadn't told everyone yet. By the time I turned around after defeating Hino Kagutsuchi, Adachi-san was already nowhere to be seen, but...
Don't worry about him. He'll obey the rules.
I mean, you're probably right, but, you know... I mean, I guess in reality, if he wanted to get out of prison, he wouldn't have that hard of a time, but... No one asked any more questions after that. None of us say as much, but there's a strange kind of trust we have about Adachi-san, who told us that he'd obey the rules of this world. And in this case at least, Adachi-san was true to his word.
Alright then, let's go home. But man, some long holiday this turned out to be.
Seriously, Yukun came to visit and we didn't get to talk at all.
Oh well. But now that it's all over, I think I had fun.
Yuki-chan, have you turned to violence?
What?
Thinking back on it, I did see some dangerously scary faces from you.
Everyone must eat?
Teddy, would you like to see me angry?
Ah! There! That's exactly what I'm talking about!
I somewhat understand what Yukiko-senpai means. Despite the lost time, we've gathered as a group again. I'm glad for that much.
Yeah, to think originally Naoto and Rize were going to ditch everyone and not show up. So, you know, maybe the world ending was good in that regard. We all silently nod in agreement to this. Once the day is over, we'll return to our normal lives and walk our own paths. Even then, someday, no matter when it may be...
Yosuke-senpai, I'm hungry. Can't we go grab a bite yet?
Oh, meat sounds great right now. You'll scale treat, of course.
I'm not treating anyone. The store's not even open. Stop trying to make me treat you guys every time.
Well, you're the only one with a
Things
job,
really
so,
haven't
you
changed
know?
at all. Oh, senpai, look!
I mean, I guess Rize has a job, but I wouldn't be surprised if they don't actually pay her. I look to where Rize is pointing and see the sun starting to rise from far beyond the town. Those thick thunderclouds that had covered Inaba yesterday seem to have disappeared along with the fog.
Let's go, everyone.
It's going to be some nice weather in Inaba today. Okay, in hindsight, we probably could have kept going for a little bit longer, but in the last video? Alright, epilogue. And like that, the long holiday is almost over. We're on our way to the station. I said I didn't need anyone to see me off, but since I didn't get much time to relax, deep down I was happy to spend even a little more time with everyone. As we get closer to the station, a familiar figure comes walking up from ahead, and we're about to pass each other. She speaks to me.
Thanks for your hard work.
Yeah, same to you.
It's not like I really did anything. I was getting my butt handed to me and you weren't around. Like, that was fun.
You were keeping Dojima-san and everyone else safe, weren't you? That was a huge help.
Oh, is that supposed to be what she was doing? Was, like why everyone disappeared?
Stupid note-tag love machine. You're being too honest with me. Stupid.
Marine blushes, somewhat embarrassed, but she was protecting this town from the worst of Hino Kagetsuchi's effects. That must have been extremely hard on her.
Hey, this town, do you like it?
Huh? Yeah, I love it.
Go home already. Get out of here and come back soon, jerk.
Just be normal, lady. That was an even bigger outburst than usual. I wanted to express my thanks to her more, but... well, seeing her in good spirits again relieves me. I'm sure she'll continue to watch over everyone in this town. And as I watch her run off, I hurry and catch up to my friends who have gone on ahead. When we reach the platform, Dojima-san, who is already here, hands me my belongings.
Thanks for bringing my things all the way here.
Don't worry about it. Man, you seem pretty busy. So, if you're headed back, does that mean things are settled?
Yeah.
There's a hint of reproach in Dojima-san's eyes. The detective's intuition is an impressive thing. I can tell he still trusts me since he's stopping short of grilling me for details. I noticed he'd stop at that drill-like stare.
Yes.
Take some more time off the next time you come. She seemed pretty lonely.
Nanako looks away sadly as Dojima-san pushes her forward. He's pouting a little. Nanako, I really feel bad that I couldn't spend more time with her.
Oh, Yukon, it's almost time.
Well then, time to disband the investigation team for real this time.
I feel a little down when you actually come out and say it like that.
Yes, but disbanding means that the case has been solved. We should take pride in that at least.
Investigation team?
Ixnay on the destination team, eh?
Oh, crap! Chihei's dog went missing, so...
He doesn't have a dog. Well, she just got like one and it immediately ran away.
Huh?
You wouldn't know the dog. It lives in
If you
Canada.
told me, I would have rushed to help in a jiffy.
Why are you falling for that? Just stay quiet.
That's not fair. I wanted to help too.
I'm sorry, Nanako. I'll be back in the summer.
Really?
Whoa, for reals?
Oh yeah, he comes back in the summer at the end of Golden and Kanji has his stupid fucking haircut.
You're gonna stay the whole summer, right?
Oh,
Yay! That's more than a month. We could do anything then.
Let's see, the summer festival? Going swimming in the ocean? Ooh, and the fireworks show.
Somehow we've gotten sidetracked to the subject of me staying here for my whole summer vacation. I actually hadn't decided myself how long I'll be here then. In spite of myself, I glanced towards Dojima-san.
We wouldn't mind at all. Nanako would love to have you around.
The train will be arriving shortly. Please step behind the white lines for your safety.
Big bro!
As I lift my luggage, Nanako rushes over to hug me. She was pouting before, but it looks like her sadness has reached its limits.
I don't want you to leave. I want to play with you too.
Nanako.
You really didn't get to spend much time with her.
Nana-chan, I'll play with you.
I know, Nanako-chan, come over to my place. We have a dog.
So, like,
No,
do you?
I want Big Bro.
I don't want your stinking dog.
Nanako, if If you keep saying such selfish things, I'll tell you a scary story before bed.
Nanako freezes for a moment with a sudden jolt before reluctantly letting me go. Dejima-san, I'm not sure it's a good way to keep her in line. He's about to be all 1-2, Freddy's coming for you?
Summer vacation, Nanako. We can play more then.
Okay.
Wow, I didn't know Nanako-chan doesn't like scary stories.
Yeah, if she sees a scary story on TV before bed, she can't go to the bathroom by herself. I'm the one who gets woken up in the middle of the night.
Dad!
Sorry.
Jeez, we're through, Dad.
I'm moving out. Nanako, tired of being teased so much, rushes into the train, even though the departure bell is already ringing. That was not good timing. Oh god.
Nanako!
I'm fucking stealing your daughter. See ya. I chase after Nanako and rush into the train just as the door closes behind me. Dejima-san and my friends are left behind on the platform with dumbfounded expressions. As the scenery begins to slowly move, they all start chasing after our train. Nanako looks back and forth between me and the others outside and seems a bit panicked. I grin and look around inside the train for a seat where we can both sit down until the next station.
Broken? Eaten?
What?
Why the hell does it keep changing like that? Break? What is it, a car? I don't even have any brothers named Ken!
I'm so lost.
Oh my! Are you studying English?
Okay.
It must be a
I was
cold
kind
day
of
in
thinking
hell.
that, but like I couldn't really tell.
You old hag! I'm trying to study here, so quit making fun of me!
Like I do love the idea of him taking the, sample sentences literally.
My. He's embarrassed.
Damn, I'm always so happy. I ain't doing this because I want to. I ignore her and turn back to the study aid thing.
Oh, that's right. There's something I wanted to ask you.
Well, what is it? Quit bothering me. I just hurry up and ask already.
Well, our dyes seem to be running out much faster lately. Do you know anything about that?
I get all flustered at a sudden question.
How should I know? Maybe we had a burglar or something.
Oh my. A burglar who only steals dyes?
Like
They're
I
a
said, how should
Daigler.
I know? You're probably just imagining it anyway.
Is that so? How odd.
Man, she's really sharp about this stuff. I can't let her figure it out yet. She can't know that I'm, thinking about the family business and all. Senpai are third years now, so it's only natural that they talk now and then about our plans for the future. And I've been giving it some thought myself, so I decided to start training in secret about stuff like dying. Stuff like dying. But what's studying for? That's part of my plan too.
Oh, I just remembered. That navy blue handkerchief I washed yesterday had an odd unevenness to its coloring.
What? Like how? That handkerchief was my best work lately, and...
Oh no.
Wait, the one I washed was a white handkerchief. Ah, the ravages of age. I keep misremembering things.
Bro, you just got boomed. Accept it. Accept your boomage.
You old hag!
Maha leaves, chuckling all the while. That old hag, she knew! Feeling embarrassed about my secret training getting found out, I take a break from studying and pick up on one of the dyed goods out in the store.
The color just isn't the same.
I compared to the fabric I dyed for my mascot plushie. I didn't notice until I actually worked with dyes on my own, but Ma's dyed goods are something else. How did she get the dyes to do that? I catch myself sighing and shake the cobwebs out of my head. You senpai's going back to the city, and my other senpai are probably leaving town next year too, according to their post-grad plans. Rize and Alto too. Even now they're away from Inaba more than they're here. To be honest, it's sad to see us all go our separate ways, but funny thing is, I don't feel as nervous about it as I did. Maybe it's because I found a goal I can be proud of. And that goal is to become a pro craftsman, spreading my dyed goods across the world. I do that and my friends who leave Inaba won't be lonely no matter where in the world they end up. But first, I gotta get better at dying, and I need to learn to speak English too. With new resolve, I'll look up at the Tatsumi textile shop curtain. Seeing those vibrant, perfectly dyed colors, I can't help but feel a wicked laugh rising up in me.
I ain't giving up, goddammit!
God, kanji's so good.
Excuse me.
As I'm picking up the empty plates from the parlor, which is as lively as usual, a guest beckons me over.
Whoa, you're a high school girl and a manager? That's awesome.
Hey, could you wash my back later?
Gross.
Sir, please don't joke like that.
Well, I might consider it if you held a party here every day for the next year.
Really? I'll take you up on that.
Thank you for your patronage. Of course, I must ask that you pay for everything up front.
Huh?
While the guest is stunned, I exit the parlor. Even people like him are important guests. It would be easy to lash out, but I've started to learn lately that there are other ways to deal with them. I don't know, man. I think you should fucking kick him in the shin. Or kick him out. Say, fuck that. We don't accept that kind of behavior.
Yuki-chan, are you okay? Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
Don't worry. I'll make sure to lean on you and the others if I'm ever feeling stressed. Please help me out if that happens.
Really? You've gotten so dependable all of a sudden.
Wow. Kind of saying that you wasn't dependable in the past. I can't help but smile a little at the waitress's delight. The reason I'm able to try my best like this isn't because of my strength alone. It's more that I want to keep pushing myself further. Because I have people who depend on me. And I think it's because of that case that I'm thinking this way now. I made my decision to take over the inn and everyone is cheering me on. To live up to their expectations, I need to train hard so I won't be a disgrace as the inn's manager. Even when it comes to cooking, I don't have to be as good as the chefs, I just need to be able to make some simple appetizers by myself. As I moved to the corner of the kitchen I checked the contents of the pot. Oh no.
I think it's missing a bit of tartness. Maybe I should use yogurt. Huh? It burned? That's odd. I was sure this was how the chefs did it.
Yuki-chan? I smell something burning. Are you okay?
I'm okay. For now.
You're improving as a manager, but I think your progress as a cook is still bumpy.
I can't help but sigh at the waitress's general rejection as I stare at the burnt pot. Maybe I should get more people to help taste my food. Yeah, I'm not alone, so I'm sure my friends will be eager to help me out. And then they all end school early. They move away a little ahead of schedule. Punch.
Huh. I'm gonna leave math for later. I gotta start with general ed questions first.
But like, what if you want to like train your kicking skills? Is that not allowed on that bag? I wave the white flag at the incomprehensible row of numbers and open up a different book. Sheesh, this one's pretty thick too.
What is this? Some kind of old manuscript? Oh, I'm in great shape at least. How come there aren't any practical skills in the primary exam?
I give up at the endless list of formal sentences and plop onto my bed. The comfortable feeling of my pillow slowly lures me to sleep.
So sleepy.
It's no use. I know when I'm beat. The sample questions for the police employment exam are too tough.
I bet Master would totally ace the written exams too. I mean, he'd make it to the top easy.
I remember declaring to Akihiko-san my dream to be a police officer when I got to see him again during the incident the other day. Why a police officer? It's simple, really. So I can protect everything I care about. Things like my family and friends, and this town itself, where I have so many good memories of growing up. Yukun's going back far away to the city, and since Yosuke's decided to go to college, he'll eventually leave Inaba too. Rise-chan and Naoto-kun will probably have to do a lot of traveling in their work, and even Yuko said she might go do some innkeeping training elsewhere. Anji-kun supposedly up in the mountains in search of dyes and cooking wood, I think. Wait, that part about the cooking wood seems off. But even if we end up separated, it won't change the fact that we can always come back here to Inaba. That's why I'll protect this town. That, I think, is the real strength everyone gave me.
All right, I'm gonna become a police officer, no doubt about it. If Master's at the top, I'll work my way up to his level.
Pretty sure Akihiko would fail as well. On the written portion, at least. And that's why I can't get bummed out yet, just because I'm stumbling a bit over subjects I'm not so good at. I lightly slap both my cheeks and wake myself up to get a second wind, and then I jump out of the bed and head back to my desk once more. These sample questions are a tough enemy right now, but the stronger the enemy, the more a true fighter welcomes the challenge. Once I become a police officer, I'll bust up the bad guys at crime scenes one after another.
Master, I need to be on the streets, not behind a TV. Ah!
I feel like you probably do more good behind the TV than you do, you know, actually stopping crime in a small town. Akihiko-san, a government official with the police, will be my strict but kind boss. Oh, and I bet if our case comes up, our ace detective Naoto-kun will help us out in the investigation. Yu-kun and the others will be amazed at how I take care of business. It's kind of embarrassing to think about that, though.
I'm gonna do my best.
Sometime after the Golden Week incident, I was in the drawing room of a certain dummy corporation in Okina City. For the public, it's merely a small publishing company, but in truth, it's been rented out by public safety to serve as a base of operations for the administrative police activities carried out in secret. Though at times I'll cooperate with them on investigations, I am still an ordinary high school student, and since I'm only an outsider from the police's perspective, it would cause too much of a stir for me to come in contact with public safety at regular police stations. This, in other words, is one of the few places I can be at ease. I've come here a number of times after that case and grown acquainted with some of the part-time employees. Given my position, it may be dangerous to get too close to public safety, but the relationship is extremely useful as a source of information. The fact that it's a pipeline I established myself undoubtedly gave me greater confidence as well. Upon hearing the details of this case, the man from public safety is lost in thought for some time, but he then tells me with some chagrin that the secret inquiries into the Kirijo group is concluded.
What do you mean?
You probably believe that this investigation is about the potential dangers of the Kirijo group, but that's not the truth. It was ordered by top public safety officials who aren't keen on Mitsuru Kirijo's influence. They're trying to find fault with her to rein her in.
Then, were these top officials dissatisfied with my report?
Oh, your report was detailed and accurate, but that was too fair for their liking.
Are you asking me to report a distortion of the truth?
Don't glare like that. The officials used Kirijo's disappearance this time to order an investigation on the Shadow Operative's facility.
Yes, I know about that. I'd heard from my friends.
But these investigation results aren't what those at the top hoped for. If this continues, they may abandon rational judgment in their desperation.
In other words, you think they would begin to suspect me as taking sides with Kirijo?
Yes, but that's not what we hope to see happen. In all honesty, enabling their power struggle has no upside for our organization at all. We are very satisfied with your work. That's why it would be less than ideal if you lost favor with the top officials and became unhireable.
I understand. Though they're all part of public safety, you're saying the top officials and the on-site investigators have different views.
That's the nature of the beast. You have my permission to continue visiting this place from now on, so I ask that you play along this once.
Permission to continue? So, you leave a thread for me to follow while telling me not to get too involved. A bit self-serving, wouldn't you say?
A harsh assessment. Both the inner truth and the outer veneer matter in society. That's how it is.
I was only joking. I thank you for your generous consideration.
I give a bow and leave the room. When I step outside the building, I see a clear blue sky spreading overhead. I take a seat on a bench that catches my eye. The afternoon sunlight, just now beginning to heat up, shines down on me. It's been a while since I've had time such as this with nothing pressing to occupy me. This case forced me to think about the several things. First, shadow-related incidents are not limited to the Midnight Channel. Second, the Shadow Operatives, the only organization that can counter those threats, are in a politically unstable position. And finally, there may be more powerful remnants of ergo research like Sho somewhere.
Bears further investigation.
Since I'm both a detective and a persona user, there should be truths that only I can unearth from my unique position. The scope of this investigation will be vast, and I may no longer be able to remain in Inaba. But no matter what kind of physical distance I put between myself and my friends I made here, our hearts will never be apart. Having made my resolution, all I must do is make my first move in my investigation.
It seems I'm about to be very busy.
How many of those notebooks you think Naoto has? Because they're kind of small. I feel like you can't fit many notes in them. You know Naoto's the type to write a whole bunch.
Alright, that must be the place.
The Persona Hills? What? A few days after the incident during Golden Week, after coming to Okina City, I found what I'm looking for and start walking towards it. What am I looking for, you ask? The sign for a cram school. See, I've decided to go to a college after graduating from high school. I know I'm off to kind of a late start, but that's my fault for ignoring my guidance counseling results.
Thanks to this case, I feel like I'm finally prepared to face my future. It's like I finally made a breakthrough.
A breakthrough?
When I was chatting with you while reflecting on the case, he gave me this puzzled expression when I started talking about this stuff. I told him vaguely about how I couldn't muster up any interest in the future since we'd all be going our separate ways because I'm having so much fun with my friends here and now. Came off a little unfocused because I tried to cram in everything I wanted to say at once, including how this isn't because I'm unhappy with the way things are.
I kept wondering if there was any way I could spend my time with everyone forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized that that's just running from reality.
Everything in this world changes, and that's what makes it interesting. These bonds we have will keep changing too, but that doesn't worry me like it used to. No matter how far apart we may be, no matter how different the paths we take may be, I rely on everyone, and I want to be someone else that someone can rely on too.
That's why for now, I'm focused on finding a big project that won't bore me until I die.
Seems like a big ask.
First, I'm gonna go to college and expand my horizons. I guess for how long I thought about it, it's a pretty standard path.
No, I think that's just like you, Yosuke. Isn't the long consideration really the important part?
That's what my partner said after listening to my endless spiel. He might be right. Taking time to consider things must be important too. And so, after picking up the application for the cram school and coming back home to Inaba, I'm now taking drastic measures at Yominato bookstore. In front of me is a shelf of study aid books, and all around me are serious-looking guys I'm hesitant to talk to.
No idea which ones are any good.
Huh? What are you doing, Yosuke? The shelf with the nurses is over there.
The guys picking out study aid books immediately stare at me as Teddy's voice pierces the quiet of the store. Come on, give me a break. Why'd I have to run into Teddy here?
I'll stay over here for today, thanks.
For today?
Hmm? Oh, you're looking for camouflage. Something to hide your nurses with?
What? Hell no!
Come on, you know, Yosuke, he'd read it loud and proud, probably. Okay, no he wouldn't, but... Teddy proudly rushes over to the certain corner I always stop by. got some strength on him. Feeling everyone's heated stares at me, I grab Teddy by his collar and make a dash out of the store. Ah, damn it, I wonder if maybe Junes will get some study aid books in the stock.
This part seems to be lacking a bit. It should be more showy, extravagant, all out! Hurrah! I feel like I'm on a roll!
I go on decorating with splendid watercolored signs, which give the impression of the blue summer sky and shining star decorations too. Top of that, I made the mannequin sexy too to better fit the summery theme. As I'm nodding at my awesome display, Yosuke's making a beeline right towards me. I bet he's surprised at my utterly perfect display skills.
Yosuke, what was that for?
Shut up! What about this is perfect to you? It looks like a midsummer swimsuit sale.
Is that not what it is?
Oh, now that you mention it.
Oh, that's all you can say? Listen, this is supposed to be a section for elegant summer clothes for the early season.
Bro, it's a convenience store.
So why set up a swimsuit sale, huh? Stop changing things on your own.
I don't really know if elegance what you're looking for at, Walmart.
Oh, but Sensei will come back once summer comes, right? My mind is already in full summer mode.
You're jumping the gun way too much. Don't drag our store into your shenanigans.
You say that, but
Bear-nanigans, you mean?
Too? Don't you want Yuki-chan, Chie-chan, Rise-chan, and Nao-chan to wear these new swimsuits as soon as possible?
Well, sure. But wait, we weren't talking about me.
Oh, I know. When Sensei comes back, let's invite Michan and her friends to the beach.
Mitsuru-san and her friends, huh? Oh, they're regular working folks. I mean, they're a special unit, so I don't think they could just...
Yosuke! The game will end if you give up. Just imagine what they'd all look like in swimsuits.
Oh, God. Of course, there'll be Chie-chan and Yuki-chan, Nao-chan and Rise-chan. On top of that, the beauties of the Shadow Operatives led by the glamorous Michan and Grand Gathering. Even I can't help but get excited at the thought. Oh, that look on Yosuke's face means I bet he's gonna get a nosebleed soon. Yosuke sure is easy to read.
Look, that doesn't change the fact that it's way too early for this. Hurry up and get the display how it's supposed to be.
No! I will staunchly protect my paradise!
Your weird paradise has no place in our store! If you don't hurry and fix this, I'm docking your pay!
Do you have the authority to do that?
This is tyranny! Utter totalitarianism!
Alright, Teddy, you win. You win the game with that one.
Well then, let's start from Act 3. Ready? Go!
Look, a white bird.
What the? A
Could
bird?
it be the same one we saw together last summer?
Who cares about birds right now? If there's something you want to say, then say it.
Please don't be that way. I trusted in you. I believed in our promise that we'd come here on this day. So why did you bring her? I feel like an utter fool.
Rise-chan!
Inoue-san's voice echoes across the quiet rehearsal room. Jeez, I already told him that the rehearsal's a little behind schedule.
Inoue-san, we're still rehearsing here.
Oh, sorry. Please forgive me.
Inoue-san quickly apologizes and bows to everyone. How about to apologizing to the actor I'm rehearsing with and the director for holding up the rehearsal.
Uchikawa, it's time. You're free to go. Everyone else, take it from the top of that scene.
Huh? But...
Go on or they'll yell at me. The promise was we'd do this without getting in the way of your other work. Though, I mean, your acting was great.
It was worse than her regular talking, I'm gonna be honest.
Thank you. Is there anything else?
What do you mean, anything else?
Anything I should work on?
I just told you that your acting was great. You're rushing this too much. Well, I don't know. I guess you need to work on accepting your strengths and trying to build on them? Sure.
Accept my strengths?
That's right. Hey, I take back what I said. Everyone take a 30-minute breather.
Accept my strengths, like my ability to shoot laser beams now. At the director's orders, the tension in the rehearsal room lifts. I grab my towel and bag before hurrying over to where Inoue-san is making himself scarce near the entrance.
So what do you need to talk about, Inoue-san?
Oh, right. The response to your TV appearance the other day was amazing. We keep getting tons of calls with more work for you. And that's why we'd really like to set up an actual schedule and put a huge media blitz behind your comeback.
No, I told you that's not what I want. I'm not even close to my peak performance yet.
Huh? But they're all really good deals, you know?
Nope. Don't you remember how we talked this over with the agency? I want to put my schoolwork first right now. Oh, can you bring the car to the front?
My persona grew a lot during Golden Week. That's because I had help from that Elizabeth lady. Once again, I couldn't express my true self on my own. Yeah, is Elizabeth, did she get a freaking epilogue? Just give her one for reasons? I need more confidence and a firm footing, so I won't feel lost no matter what I come up against.
Huh? Rise-chan, where are we?
I have voice training after this. Come on, you're my manager. Get your act together.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Can you give me a ride? I want to hear about what kind of work came in.
Of course. I'll bring the car around, so wait at the entrance.
After seeing off Inoue-san, I jogged towards the parking lot and opened up my cell phone. The main wallpaper is a picture of everyone we took at the food court. To make my ideal self a reality, I'll surely have to keep facing up to my weakness. But I'll have help. As long as everyone believes in me, I can overcome those weaknesses as many times as it takes. From the entrance of the studio, I look up to the blue sky. That's a little closer to summer now, and wait for Inoue-san's car to take me to the next rehearsal. I really like that little epilogue section. And overall, I mean, I like the story and everything, like way more than I expected to, honestly. Like, it was definitely a lot, I think I kind of liked, I mean, I don't know, like the episode P4 stuff, I think, had the benefit of having like higher stakes and being a bit more interesting in that sense, but I think actually maybe still, like, I think the regular character storylines had higher highs. Like, I mean, the Labra stuff in particular is definitely like the best part of the story overall. Now, I don't really know if we want to, I mean, I guess we're kind of early, like, time-wise, so we can keep going. Now, there's apparently just, like, some Persona 3, like, an episode Persona 3 thing still to do. So we're not quite at the actual end. Because, you know, they kind of, guess they set up that whole thing with, like, them getting show back and everything. That they're going to be a little storyline for that. So we'll wait on full overall thoughts, but I mean, you know, but based on what we've seen so far, I think I did enjoy the Labras stuff more than the show stuff. I guess because, like, Labras is a more, like, sympathetic figure than, I mean, sympathetic in the sense of, like, looking at what her goals are, I suppose, because it's kind of hard to ignore the whole, like, I'm sad, so I'm gonna kill everyone aspect of shows thing. Like, even if you know, you do add in, like, the immense trauma that he has and everything. And to a degree, there's some manipulation there. But, you know, I guess it's easier to just kind of, like, accept Labras's thing, I suppose. Since it didn't involve killing everyone, I guess. It is kind of weird, you know, they never actually touched on how Rise got kidnapped. I mean, I guess, you know, the implication is that Sho did it. But they never actually explicitly stated that, you know, back there in the original, storyline. Like, they never explicitly said how, like, what happened to Rise and how she got in there. But yeah, definitely, like, the Labra storyline was, like, the high point. And, like, I liked some of the old, like, you know, the, episode P4 stuff. Like, kind of, like, the more extended interactions between the Persona 3 crew and the Persona 4 crew is cool. Like, there was some nice stuff there. The callbacks to Persona 3 with, like, the Tartarus and everything, definitely not nearly, like, as cool as Persona 3's climax. So in that sense, it felt a little hollow, but, it was good. trying to think of anything else worth mentioning. I guess really it was just like the whole climax of it is like a little too fast, I guess. Like maybe if the whole like Kagasuchi stuff was like more drawn out. Because it does kind of have the thing of being like, oh, it's like the ultimate fucking bad thing, and then it gets summoned, and then it's, you know, dead within 5 minutes. And I think it would have been better also if it was, like if everyone had been involved in actually the final fight, as opposed to it just being the main character up there. Where, I mean, there's an aspect of, like, just having the main character do it is kinda cool, but I think it would have been better to have, like, everyone, actually directly in the final fight. In some, like, even if they're not, you know, fighting directly, just, you know, to be there to see it and everything. I guess especially because you didn't really have that many, like,
This program was brought to you by
interactions
the
between the
sponsors.
full Persona 3 and 4 casts, because, you know, they were kind of like in their own small bubbles. Oh, there's an episode of Dachi. That's interesting. Now, it does say we're only at 94%. What's up with that? Yo, why are we at 94%? What are we missing? I mean, this one doesn't have full clear. Or it doesn't have red clear. What even is this one? Is it just the fights, maybe? No, I mean, some of the fights... Because, I mean, I thought maybe it's because, like, some of the fights where you... like, pick characters, but everything else is considered red. I don't remember there being a choice or anything. Unless it's maybe there's, like, something new there after you do the other episodes? I don't know. Because everything else is definitely red. Yeah, so that would be before the Kagasuchi fight. Oh yeah, there actually was a choice there, wasn't it? With the, you know, whether you say bonds or solitude? I mean, I guess we could peep it. I'm surprised it says 6% though, because I wouldn't think just one choice would be that much of a percentage difference. Yeah, we said founded on the burden. I mean, I feel like this is the wrong thing to say, but...
It was founded on your burden of solitude.
That's right. You must understand as well. I am no one. I am merely a strong consciousness which only exists here. In truth, it is you who have come here alone.
That's not it. No one can live by severing ties with other people. The reason I'm standing here now is because everyone else supported me along the way. Why can't you see that? Do our words just not reach you at all, Minazuki?
I'll repeat it as often as necessary. I will do anything to grant this boy's wish.
Okay, is this the same? Okay, no, this is still different.
What's with this sappy drama?
You're...
Okay, no, this isn't different. Okay. Dang freaking big bad. I don't know. I really don't want to do this again, but...
Over here! Izuna, take this! Nice try!
Okay, that block did not go well.
Over here! Over here! Over here! Over here! Izuna, persona!
Nope.
Izuna, take this!
Nope. I mean, I think if we just keep hitting them, eventually we'll win.
Persona! Nice try! Over here! Over here! Over here! Izuna!
Nope.
Over here! Over here! Over here! Persona! Izuna!
Oh god. I really thought you'd be almost dead by now.
Over here! Over here!
Oh god. That's cool. I didn't like need my HP or nothing. I thought that would burst would get us out.
Over here! Over here!
See, wasn't even close. See, I don't know if it's actually going to change anything at all, but I don't know. We kind of have extra time, so may as well. Because there was that extra Margaret scene that you got to see in the regular character storylines. If you did all the options. And just the fact that it's, you know, it still says 6%, because 6% seems like a lot to be considered for just one little alternate line there. I think like all the main character, I don't know, maybe it's something that unlocks after you do everything else. But figured we would just probably zoom out. Alright. Okay, how long is this? Just out of curiosity. Okay, it's about the same. Oh my god, it's like so fucking long. Oh my god, it's so long. Oh my god. Alright. Like I said, I knew there was still a decent bit left in an episode of Dachi. I don't know what we should do first. I was thinking, okay, I mean, Adachi's is kind of short. We might actually do Adachi's first then. And then do episode P3. Alright. So yeah, I think we'll start on episode of Adachi next. And then we'll do episode P3 maybe? Then I don't know. I mean, they unlocked at the same time, so it probably doesn't matter. Like, which order you do them in? Because I would think if it's, you know, if you're intended to do Adachi last, it would lock it behind finishing episode P3 or something, so... So I think it just makes the most sense. Because I feel like it'll be more climactic if we go ahead and do this last. So yeah. Alrighty, I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.